today's video, I'm going to show you a newest colony that I just got from my brother Timothy Fu during the Chinese New Year. And in the end of this video, I'll show you a short update of my yellow crazy ant colony. So make sure you watch till the end. Now this colony is an Iridomyrmex bignelli. I like this colony a lot because they actually look like black crazy ants, but their heads are slightly bigger. But let's look at this colony. If you recall, I actually featured this colony in my previous feeding video, and you might notice that they have a lot of workers and broods indeed. So let's move them into the formicarium. Now this is how I usually move my ants into the formicarium or out of the formicarium, which is exposing them to the sunlight. This method to me is the best because the ants basically move immediately. So after moving them in, I feed them some honey and some roaches. Ants and any other social insects actually have two stomachs. One is their own personal stomach and another is a social stomach, where they actually transfer those food to the other members in the colony through a process called trophallaxis. And you can see this ant is actually feeding 3 of her sisters. Talking about feeding each other, ants actually cannot live alone. In other words, no ant is an island. Because whenever an ant is alone, it is basically a dead ant. Why? Because ants only live up to a month or 2, but the entire colony, as long as the queen is alive, the colony can live up to 30 years. So every workers, they do everything for the colony's sake, not for their own personal gain. Well, how odd is it that you see one single ant hunts down a prey many times bigger than itself in solo mode? That ant will most probably get crushed by that bigger creature. But only when they work together, they are able to take down prey insects which is bigger than them many times. The workers tend the broods, the queen lays the broods, and some workers actually forage to get more food back to feed the queen and the other members of the colony. They need each other to survive. In terms of human, we too need each other to survive. No man is an island, and we should care for one another and we should stand together. These little creatures actually teach us to stand in unity and not break, because when we break, we fall. Now, what kind of updates do we have from the yellow crazy ants? Well, first, they don't like chocolate chips. Yep, those are chocolate chips. Some of the ants might go and eat it a little, but they basically leave it there and not finishing it. But they sure have a huge appetite for roaches. They can finish up a dubia roach in days. But that's not the main update. The main update is this. I found a dead queen ant. Yup, a dead queen ant. If you remember in my last video, I mentioned that this colony has 6 queens. I tried to search for the other 5. There's one. And there's another one. And there are 2. So total add up to 4. Now let's find the last one. Where is that last queen? But guess what? I only found 4. It seems like this colony is now officially a 4-queen colony. It seems like 2 queens died off. I'm not sure why. Could it be that because their protein is not enough? That I actually need to feed more? Well, who knows? But I hope that no queens will die again.